Plus Gates. The people. Alright, we're back. We're back again today. I low key might be switching to trade gold. Not today, in general. We can go over that a little bit later, but let's go over looking for today. I'm thinking this is going to be a downside target. We hit a higher time frame array. Sorry, this I'm me loud right now. We hit a higher time frame array. If we go to the weekly chart, better if I on there. So we've hit this weekly imbalance right here. I was ultimately looking up here. I forgot that we had the daily, this weekly volume imbalance right here. So we hit that now. I'd want to see if we could trade a little bit lower, a little bit softer into hitting this. This is a 4-hour order block as well. We trade up into it on the weekly. I'll still show that. See that? So it's just kind of what we're looking at there. Gap is there. We may not get down here, but this gap I think is plausible unless we just kind of shoot up there. That's kind of what I would be for. So that was easy for upside targets again. The 0.2 or 2.5 and then 4 is up here above this. I'm using this swing. There was SMT there as well. That's why I'm using them. We can close that because I have that on a different screen. But yeah, so I was looking for down here. But even if we take this range, 50% is right here. So if it is going to go higher, even though we hit this weekly volume imbalance, this order block is what I would want to see price react from. So if it comes down here, reacts, then we know we have higher time frame targets above, and that's what we'll look for. There's a gap up here as well. I have that on a different screen. So all that is good. But yeah, I might really change to gold. Gold and silver. Because the gold in that land is good. For those of you that know. So you'd have to respond from here. I'm not gonna buy this immediately. I'd go to a 5-minute chart. And then I'd look for some type of support here to be shown. Because we have SMT at the lows. Actually from this low here is higher. Didn't do it. What is this? I don't know what that. Anyways, should have been I'm so confused right now. On this screen, it's I see SMT. I mean, there's SMT. I mean, it's on the hourly chart. Maybe I gotta go. But from yeah, this lower right here to this one, it's higher here, and this one is lower. That's what that is there. So I was tweaking for a second. That is not add up. We'll talk about my gold trade later. Let's focus on yeah, it was pretty nice. The gold trade was pretty nice. I can't lie. Oh shoot. I forgot to add the hold up. Let me add the thing real quick. My fault. I just need a little bit of light. Forgot to put the light up. Yeah, I like the way that. Hold on. So 925 again. I want to see it trade lower first. I don't just want to see it run up. And then we have levels on a higher time frame that we could be looking for, which would probably be the 25,260 level. So the only one that did not trade up above its, I'll say this Friday high is Dow. That's the only one that hasn't done that. All the other ones, ES and NQ, have done that. So I'll see. Also, why I think going to gold would be easier is because like depending on where you are in the world, it can move during like Asia session. So if you're over there on that part of the world, it actually moves around that time where the indices don't really move around that time. They're really kind of quiet. And so gold kind of is like this universal asset that you can trade. Heavily manipulated though. Heavily. We'll see. This is kind of what I'm looking at here. Because if we trade through this, that's the level that I'm looking at to see if we can trade higher. When you trade down into this, I do see this negation block, but I want to see it. Again, then it's just a reaction off of higher time frame level. That's all I'm looking for. We have no news today as well. So could be thinking of that. But it can still move without news. Place. Yeah, down here, and we're looking for here if it's able to do that. Don't really want to be buying up there right now. I want to say trade lower down to here. If we can trade down to here, show some like expansion movements or show quickness away, not just hanging down here. I don't want to see us hang down here. If we do that, ish good for my trade. Focus. Again, looking for higher. This also overlaps with an hourly fair value gap as well. So we'll do that. We hit this AM session high from Friday. That's what we're consolidating around right now. That's consolidation. That's not anything else other than that. Highest upside 25,000. Yeah, for like 25,000 260 level. That's pretty much what we're looking for. We need to see us trade down first. Since when could you trade the dollar? Is that a thing? I didn't even think you could trade it. Because look, if I go on here, you can't even trade this. There's no buy or sell. You can't do that. Interesting. I don't know why even on demo you can. Okay, so we got 30 seconds. Yeah, it needs to trade down first. Then once we get some type of expansion, but again, we don't. I mean, price doesn't have to trade down. It can just run up there. Want to see it trade down. I believe that this is the low of the day. That's my assumption. So if that's the low of the day, it needs to come down to a discount. I can't just buy it up there. Asking to destroy it. So want to see it come down. Now, if it runs up there first, then we have some things we have to figure out. Like that's what it's gonna. Again, our target's 260. There. Right there. That's what we're looking for. We did not get that at all. We didn't trade down. We're just showing strength. Extreme strength. Showing nothing there. We're going to hit that. So there's a 4-hour fair value gap. That's why I'm saying like the 260 level. That's where I think we could be reaching up towards. We just ran straight there. So not really much else can do with that. So what I'm trying to figure out here now is, I mean, we ran straight up, did not show a retracement. Dow traded lower, so it's into this gap. Dow's trading right now into this, as the other two are running higher. So I don't see Dow trading down as not following in sync of what I expected here. Now, target. I need to see some type of retracement. It's just running, so there's really nothing for me. You know, we're back inside the daily. A week. Let's see. So there's a weekly volume imbalance that we're actually trading in right now. Well, on the opposite side, we just hit that right now. Trading in. I would have liked to see a retracement down and then do this. I would love that, but yeah, we have to wait for a retracement. Buying that. Not about to buy. Too high. Why would you buy here when you can buy at a discount? So even if it's showing this, I need to like it's like already and like that. This to me traded lower down. I'm not gonna take this right now, but that looks clear. This stick here because I want to see trade lower. I don't really want to see it trade up there right now, personally. We got direction right. We were looking for buys this morning pre-market. What I was looking for. Trade low enough. We're almost hit that 4-hour gap. Again, I need to see it come back down to it. Can't just. If it hits that and then rejects, then maybe clear up some of this. Ultimately, like the highs here, right? They go along with the higher time frame, like swing. Remember this higher time frame swing. We take this low. Have to do it. So this high to this low. Remember, we're looking at 2.5. That got hit. 4 is right above there. So that's a target which we could be wanting to seek. Fortunately, we didn't get placement of any kind on a shot trade up. Yeah, so minimum is us failing to hit up there is perfect. I want to see us come down. So minimum has to come down to here. I'd use this candle, but I don't want to see it trade up there first. Trying to say, yeah, because if it's showing doesn't want to come down here, okay, well then create a gap here, trade down minimum to here, and then we'll look for higher prices up, trading there. Yeah, the 260 level, but I don't want to see hit that yet. That's what I'd want to see. What's his Yeah, so nothing else to do except for waiting. I don't want to see it hit that yet. I don't, personally. But it may do that because it's looking very, very strong. So yeah, it's just a waiting game right now. I've been watching it's called Alone. Look at YM. YM did what I wanted to see happen here. That came down. That's what I wanted to see here. It just didn't offer. This is the same thing that YM did. Right, here's an order block. I didn't get there right away. It's fine. But I wanted to see that first. Hey, does anyone need I just got an email from uh oh danke. Um that was funny. I got an email from Spotify and he said if I can send an email to someone, they'll get if they don't have premium, you can get 3 months free or something, like 0, something like that. So if you need some Spotify premium, got you. I have to forgot to send it to you. But yeah, it needs to come back down here. Let me just check the news. I used to. Yeah, I didn't throw anything in. So I did. Hold up. Let's see. Let's look. Look at this gap. That's a huge gap. So I was looking to see it's gonna do it. So it's gonna hit that level. I'm most likely assuming it's gonna do that. Or trading down here. There's no the news were good. Like what I mean, like we're good. Like they didn't add like a speaker in there at some point. So it may give us an opportunity now. I don't personally want to buy at 50%. I'd want to buy if it comes a little bit low. Like up there, man. 260. Now once we get there, it's kind of weighing out like what's about to happen. I don't think we're gonna let that be. Well, at least we're able to call the direction. That's what I'll take from that. So that's what I was looking for this morning. Hit that level, but just no entry. High entry. High entry model. I'm not buying up. Might have to wait till 10 o'clock to see. That's like in 20 minutes. To wait till 10. I'll screenshot this. This was what I was looking for. So that was hit. So the levels that I had, like, not the deepest that I could go into it, but targeting purposes, like if we were somehow able to find a trade, the highest level for me would have been 25,000, 279. So I mean, we would say 280 roughly. So there. So where that is. So the 260 level is what I was looking at in terms of a target. Fortunately, we couldn't get it. Sometimes that can be very upsetting, especially when you um, can plan or see that price should be run to a certain level and it gives you like nothing. I don't necessarily want to take a sell. You see clean levels here, clean levels there, but I don't necessarily want to sell again. Highest level is 280. And again, if it wants to go up, I mean, I have higher levels. I have the 25,409, but it needs to show, it needs to give me some type of fair value gap, something. It's not doing that right now. I'm not just gonna enter just because I think it could higher. Every time I do, or every time I would have done that in the past, I got destroyed every time. So I specifically have this level up here because it's session high. Now I do have it. Let me obviously I see that high there. I'm looking for highs that go along with things I look for. So if we can create a 5-minute gap trade down into it, and then this would be my target. Now above that is 409, almost 410. That's what I'd be looking for. So best case scenario is 490, 25,490, almost 20, almost here. You can say up here is best case scenario, which is possible the way it looks. So if we were able to get an entry, we would have been done now. Fortunamundo. So we might have to wait a little bit of time here. Time. Check. My boy, it's gonna just. Looks like it's one of those days today where it lacks news and you're like, why is it moving? That's it. I mean, my mind is telling me, okay, if it comes back down into, I mean, if it can even give it, I don't even know if it can, but it needs to trade down into like a gap. So we did an immediate rebalance, which I like here. So this should be left. So this right here, my stop loss minimum would need to be below this low. This is immediate rebalance. There. So if we trade back down into this, again, targeting up there. On the lower time frame, you'll probably get some type of expansion move there. So minimum, we have about 3 minutes before we can enter anything. But it ain't looking like it's going to nothing. Go on. It might run up to the 40. It might run up there in the next 10, 15 minutes. It ain't giving me nothing, man. Been trade down a little bit lower. But yeah, I think this is going to just, again, best case scenario here. This is best case. Giving 0 retracements right now. Just running. So on those days, like any return back to a gap, I'm taking. You know, not there. Like, give us some type of retracement here. I'm specifically just staying on the 5-minute chart. I don't want to go to the. What's good, Tony? What's good, bro? How you living, man? Been a minute. But yeah, I'm waiting for a retracement, but it's clearly not giving. I mean, literally, I don't think it's gonna come here and then come down there. It can. So we have immediate rebalance here. That's why I would have liked if it kind of didn't extend this far. And then taking it up there. It's possible. That's what I'm looking for. Did you trade the PM session yesterday, Tony? At all? I know that's usually where you operate. See anything there? Crazy. We've had all this movement straight up with without the macro. So This might be one of those days. Just runs. Yesterday I was looking for a 2 session up close. We got 1 session up sideways PM and then Asia run. So that's not a model. Like some retracement. It needs to have something. I mean ideally I like this gap. This gap to me looks nice on the 1 minute chart. I don't think we're gonna get it. It just looks straight one-sided. This is where we go. Best case scenario is up here. So if we could trade down there, that'd be lovely. Don't know if we're gonna get that. Long has to be. Sit down for the AM session today. So don't believe we'll get this, but that's kind of like what I would be looking. Yeah, the AM session. I mean, I just wish it traded lower because I'd be in this, but I can't. But give us something, man. Some sort of retracement here. Because when I start seeing immediate rebalances, like I'm expecting at least to get up here. I'm expecting this to remain open. I think that's a breakaway gap. That's my thought process. I don't think because even this, I mean, this is a wide gap though. I don't want to take this one. it's, it's just wide. I mean, that's a wide stop below that candle and then targeting what there. I don't like that. I understand it's strong, but I don't like that one. I want to see us have a little bit more retracement. I mean, we may not get this one. Yeah, that's just I don't know what there, and that's best case scenario up there. I really need more water, low key. My gold's doing it too. I'll go over my gold picture trade. Gold might actually offer it. Have gold on the other screen just in case offers it. Yeah. It's the macro right now. That's what happens. Like right now, once I finish my water, I can't just like go up and leave. I gotta stay. Yeah, gold has a fair value gap at 945. I would love watch it if it does it. Let's have an alert. But that's where I would be looking. Clear buy side. Again, this needs to trade lower. I don't like, buying up here. Ideally, I would have liked it to not extend this far. Trade like maybe come here and then trade down into this, I would buy that and expect it. I'm not gonna go on the 1 minute chart and try to buy this and it's fine. If that's what it does that. Keeping an eye out on gold right now, just in case it runs. Because gold has a nice quick setup. Quick. So here, up to there. Come down here. Yeah. I don't want to hit the button. But again, this may not either. Also, best case would be here. Short term is here. But keep an eye out on that. Yeah, it's nice. It's a big waiting game today with no retracements. Loki, at one point, I wanted a Tesla. Like when I say like about a couple months, now I would say within the last month, I'm like, yo, I wouldn't mind having a Tesla. Before, I wouldn't even want one. I don't know even why I want one right now. Like, it'd be kind of cool. So I use this immediate rebalance low. It matches up with the gap that I'm looking for. So that's what I like there. So it's possible to do that. Gold, I don't think it's gonna give it to us. That's running. Everything is running today. Again, this one, not buying that. Trade lower, personally. Yeah, the gold trade might be off the table. So does that. Trades into here because we know what that is. That's what I would be looking for. Large stop loss though. 100 there, targeting. System. So best case obviously is up here. First target would be 409, pretty much 25,409. Best case. So that's if that can. We may not get. Gold might be the better one right now because I don't think this one, it's not going down to levels that I want to trade to. I don't trust this. Well, not I don't trust this. It's just the stop was way too wide, and for first partial for me is like here. So if I'm taking a trade from here to there, doesn't necessarily make sense to me. Right? That's why. I might trade gold this morning. we'll see. We got like 40 some seconds left. Song is this? Song's a Lonely Refix vibe. Okay, so I can put y'all on. I don't think this is gonna give it to me. So we're gonna look at gold right now. I'm okay with this. With best case scenario up here to there. But it can't go up there first. I'm okay with that. So it trades down into this first. Then we'll look to take something up there. Does it give it to us then? Doesn't give it to us. I would have liked for it. Yeah, this is best case scenario. Needs to trade down into that first. That's what I'm looking at right now. Best case scenario up here. Thought would be there. I don't think we're gonna get this one either. Kind of clock right now. Everything. Oh, I like. Ain't finna get this one either. That's gonna punch up it too easy. 222. So it's done that first. Don't necessarily like that. I mean, if it fails and comes down, I'd like that way better, way better than even hitting it slightly. I don't like personally trades. Ooh, damn. So buys we were looking for, we got that. I don't even know if I like this. Like, it just can't hit that. I don't want to see it hit that. Even though I think it's gonna go up here entirely, I want to see it fail. Then you have a mitigation block here. It's after 10, so this would be the first. This would be like the silver bullet-esque trade. If it can do that. I'd use this one because it's bigger. So we just hit that. Little annoying. Because we create a gap up here, like I'm not taking that. Like it can create a gap here and then trade up there. That I'm not taking. It's just very shallow, shallow, shallow. Nothing. I don't think it's nothing. So that's not gonna give it. NQ is stalling a little bit, so we may get a little bit of retracement there. But this, I mean, there's no retracement to a 5 minute gap at all. 1 minute gap. I mean, you have this one. Wouldn't have done. See, so this was the gap I was looking at. Yeah, I'll still take this one. That's best case scenario. We're still looking for up there. We can do that. An AM session high, they're still there. So 52 point stop. Pretty wide stop. But it's below the immediate rebalance. So maybe be able to move it up, but again, would need to it trade down into the. All right. Yep, just chilling right now. Nothing else to do. The other screen I'm watching gold. I mean, I wanted gold to do what I was explaining before. give that. This might be our best bet here. Just with this meter rebalance expansion away, I'm expecting this to remain open. It comes down into there. So 15-minute chart. What I'm trying to decide right now is like, do I wait for this if this can happen, or do I take gold? That's what I'm trying to decide right now. I like how gold did that first, but it doesn't mean it can't go higher. Ultimately attacking that high. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm watching here. I think I'm going to elect to take gold and do it. What? Do that? Maybe I'm tripping. Why? I'll even buy one. I guess I won't trade gold then. I guess you can't trade gold, so I guess that cuts that out. Oh, it's set on 0. Why is it on 0? Can't trade gold. The case then. I guess you can't trade gold, I guess, through Apex. Guess that cuts that out. Can't even trade one. I guess we'll be trading Nasdaq. It didn't even let me do a buy limit. I wasn't even trying to mark it in. Stop watching gold then, because no point. But I think that the gold should trade down and then trade higher. Process. We're not allowed to. Sitting and waiting. That's the level that I want to see. Get hit. No. No, 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 no. I'm just seeing your message. No, 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 no. Nope. Nope. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That'd be funny. So we would set a 15-minute gap right now after this 9-second close. So this low would be a 15-minute gap. So this would be a 15-minute gap now. Turning down into a 15-minute fair value gap. Buy stop. I'll stop. Best case. So getting that be what I would potentially be looking for. It's so upsetting you can't trade gold. I don't know why you can't trade gold. That's like, I think that's a very, very nice trade. Wouldn't have entered us in any. Don't do that to me. So that's what I'm looking for. Trust me, doesn't go down there. It misses me like that and runs higher. I'd much rather get stopped out than to have this happen. I would much rather get stopped out. This is me just waiting for it to come down to. Should have been in. I folded. I folded right there. I didn't think we were in a discount yet. I'm gonna mark it in. Going to that. My sell stops fine where it's all day. That's best case scenario is here. All up here. We'll see if we can get up to the buy stops there. Only reason why I marketed in because my original entry, I had it too low. I thought I wasn't in a discount, so that's why I didn't buy there. But this fair value gap was free, so actually in here. Let's stop there. And looking for best case up there. But most of the target will be off up above here. If we can do that. So it will be 40 or 10 pretty much. It's okay if it even comes back down to my initial already been. So 2 will come off. We can get up there. at 409. 409. Bye. So that then that's best case scenario. So go back to the 5 minute chart. To watch it on the time frame. So that's what I'd be looking for. May or may not, but sell two is there. That would be it. Barely a 1-to-1. Upsetting you can't trade gold. Like, I didn't know that. So I would have expected a little bit more movement by now. We're not getting that at all. So now I hit the entry where I was originally looking to get in. But we need to see some movement away now. So for me, like, I'm not upset that I marketed in because my entry would have been here anyways, right there. It going back down would have been what it's going to do anyways. Like, I wasn't trying to get precision by having it at the middle. That's not what I was doing. Kind of need to see some continuation. Obviously, we have short term buy stops here, but see it start to higher from here. Some movement. But we'll see what ends up at. That's not a good sign. We want to see a little bit more movement away and like with some speed, especially after hitting this gap that we identified on the 1 minute chart. See us start to run a little bit higher right now. Loki wants some water. I'm not gonna. I don't like all this stalling right now. Want to see this candle act as some support. See if we can start reaching up toward. That's the one thing I personally wish that you could see in terms of like the risk on this. Like I can't see like how much that. I don't know. I know that I'm risking like 4 my risk. Then just everything else, just everything else is just. But like I don't like how we hit this candle pick and really pushing through. What I've started to realize though, because most of the time I was trading on the 1 minute chart. So because now I've transitioned back to trading onto the 5 minute chart, the higher time frame chart for me, entry wise, not like an hourly or something. Um, I found myself like the candles. Obviously, it's 5 minutes per candle, so I'm used to like okay, the same setup happened on a 1 minute chart, showing difference in that. But my goal percentage like per day will be like 1%. If I can get 1% per day, that's pretty much like what I'm looking for. So that's about like $500 per day. And if that's possible, then that's kind of like where I'm looking at. This is best case scenario. If I can get up there, I can. If price can get up there, that's best case scenario for me. So 500 may be there. That really blow my eardrums. So gold traded down to its level, but can't trade it anywhere. Here, up there, and take off one there. I might do it. If it's able to, I'll take one off here to pay myself time that I've been. Can do that. Right now, I need to watch the other ones because what I don't want to happen is what tends to happen sometimes is one of them will take it out and the other one won't. So I want to be able to watch that, see that. And if we're able to take this out, then I will stop. What I am worried about though is how Dow is not trending higher at all, actually. And ES isn't up there yet. But there's a clean level up here. Everything. So that's where I would be looking. You can see I keep trying to get some water because I'm actually thirsty. I drink all my water. Yeah, I don't like this, by the way, just so we know. I don't like how Dow is not showing any willingness to trade up higher. I'm Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think that there's a need or a reason to trade back down to this candle. This candle's high. I don't think there's a reason for this. And if it does, it needs to show immediate reaction. If it doesn't, then this may want to trade deeper down, and I'm not willing to take that. Leave this up here just in case. That's best case scenario. I'm just taking something off right there. It's allowed to. We can trade up there. But 1% at 1% a day in terms of trading wise, I would be okay with that. That looks like it's trying to get on board now. Yes, it's looking good. Need to see a little bit more follow through. Or see the same stuff we were seeing down here. Need to start kind of seeing that now. Don't want to really be struggling. That's on the. So we've been in the trade for 5, 10, 15, for 20 minutes. Now, usually when I was trading on the 1 minute chart, 20 to 30 minutes was usually when I was done. So this one can obviously take a lot longer. But that's best case scenarios up here. And based off of like where we're at right now, let me just mark this out so I know that level is. So there. I need to watch the SMT chart because I want to see if we're running up above here. And this is kind of stalling above this high, and then the other ones aren't able to do that. That's letting me know that this is most likely gonna come up here and it come lower, and I'm not willing to risk that. It would take in whatever I have. If it's able to do that. I don't like how it's struggling. Should there already. And it's not. It is 10:30. So I don't really like that in terms of the time element. This is trading inside a 5-minute gap on yes. So I don't like the timing of this right now. Because I would have expected this already to, I mean, at least hit the rejection block. We failed to hit that. So we need to do some type of movement here, because if not, then it wants to go lower, and I'm not willing to. So I'll close it. Okay with that. Yeah, but I'm looking at the close of this. If we end up taking a loss, then that's is what it is, but it'll be minor compared to hopefully. Closing it. So um I don't think it should have ran through that right now. Going through that. And then with SMT at the highs, with dollar, I mean with the things, I'm not willing to risk that. I think become and going a little bit lower because it should have already ran up and attacked this. It didn't do that. So for me, that doesn't make any sense to be in it. Now it can come down here and then end up trading higher. It's just like what I'm seeing on all three of them. This is probably gonna come a little bit. It's not responding like it should at discount level. It should be coming up and coming back and coming up. This is not ideal. That's not a characteristic of that. So this was my trade setup. That was my idea. It just and it's okay if it ends up going stop running and coming up there. Trading too deep down into this candle. Hitting the rejection block. ES took out the low. But I'm watching Dow, ES, and NQ. So for me, basically where my stop was, I felt like it would want to come down. Not wanting to be in this from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes and we went. So I think it's like a very, very small 25 bucks. So I'm okay with that in terms of that trade. Now I can see and kind of figure out what's going on, but so again, this was our initial trade entry idea. Here to here. It was, I like the initial bounce. And coming back down with weakness being shown up here, it most likely would have been a full stop hit for me. Here. So yeah, wasn't willing to take that based off what we're seeing. Check gold out. I can't trade it. Thought I got stopped out anyways. Here. So it came down to this order block. Happy I didn't take that one. This might want to trade a little bit later. So when I was talking about the time, I said I don't like what time it is and how we weren't moving higher. Between 10 and 10:30, it can go farther. Between 10 and 11, it can go all the way to 12. The high will form. So at 10 o'clock, here's the high. Doesn't mean that it can't, still doesn't have time going higher. But I would have expected it by then to at least challenge this high. And with Dow showing heaviness, ES kind of in a fair value gap, and then this not even be able to trade up to the rejection block, that's an issue. So up $200 or something, but it didn't give me any way to take a partial, anything, and then lost $25. Not really much. Can still offer something, but right now, yeah, just time of day, and then what I'm seeing in price, it didn't align for me right now. Like we were respecting this opening price. Look, respect, respect, and then drop, showing no respect of this up close candle. We shouldn't even have traded to the high. If we did, we should have traded down and then expanded. So nothing there. Minor loss. The thing is, like, I don't even think it wants to, because ES is like down here in comparison. So you see how this is still up higher, it's still stronger. ES is down here, and then NQ is like, I mean, Dow is like underneath. Out, yeah, Dow's like almost way down. So right now we'd want to see if we're bullish. This needs to get up to this, like show no respect of that down close candle. This highest up close candle needs to show no respect, but right now I don't think that's what we're getting. I just don't want to sell it, but I'm not gonna buy and this start selling right now. That's not what I'm gonna. So I'm say plus. It should be minus. A lot of stalling, what I don't like. So yeah, I'll probably what is it 10:41. Keep forgetting I have a call at 12. So I can't be. I'm still willing and open to have the idea to trade up there, but I have to see some more evidence because this to me just doesn't make sense. We come down to a gap, we respond up, hit a higher time frame gap, and then reject, showing no support of that. Now look on the 1 minute chart, you can get kind of like confused a little bit. So if we try to go over here, that makes sense. So us trading up above this, if we can, and trading down into it as a order block, I would take that. But I would need to see that because we're stalling too much right now for me. Again, the original trade ideas stop loss wouldn't have got stopped out. We're just time of day, and what I'm seeing here didn't match, so I closed it. Yeah, I mean we had initial reaction, but this down close candle showed no support. Straight to the rejection block. Ate right through the open, right through the top, the high, right through the middle. Borderline closed below it. So for me, it's like that's not something that's high probability for me. I see in my trades, and I did expect this to remain open. It was the 1 minute gap specifically looking for because I drew low high. This was in a discount. Should show way more than what it should. Way more. So lower time frame, this looks pretty good. So many chains though. So I mean, it hit our target what we were looking for 21, 25, what 60, 25 to 60. That's what we were looking for today. If oh, that's unfortunate, but that's just what happened. Now, best case scenario is you had 25,000 for 479. Little bank number. Mid figure. This is it. Yeah, it should have already been up here. I understand we had this. I get that. But if it's retracing and it wants to get up there with speed, this is not the signal. And if it wants to come up through this, which is what I ideally want to see, but if it runs through this, comes down into this, I'm fine with taking that up to there again, but it needs to do that. If it does not do that, then I'm not interested. I explain on the lower time frame what this is. You know, on a higher time frame, it's still the same thing. Mitigation block, and I'll look for up there. But while it's down here, based off what I saw, I'm not interested. $25 loss. So I mean we're up 200, but all is okay. Consolidation. And if this is the stronger one, why is it struggling right now? Technically, is the strongest one out of all three. Bahami is struggling right now. Like, again, we're struggling with bearish arrays right now. And now we're struggling with bearish arrays, so that's not showing me bullishness right now. It should be smooth trading, like just like we did all this into a little consolidation right below a session high. That was what my target is and was. Like, the reason why I don't even think I would take this range from here to up there, because with ES it's already in that. So now if it's gonna come down here, I wouldn't even, but again, nah. ES is down here already and Q is not, right? So, but I'm not gonna sell this down to, even though to me it looks pretty good, especially now. Trading up into there, failure swing, high low, failure swing. Looks good to do that. Target pretty much where my stop was, but after this price action, I'm funny. Yeah, so probably coming back like the PM session, maybe a little bit better, especially after this large range decided. Might be ideal, but I mean, we're inside of a 4-hour fair value gap. So why I even like this better as well is because this is a consequent encroachment of also lines up with the 4-hour gap. So that's why for me, buying this 1 minute gap, why I explained why I liked it. But we got a nice initial reaction and then we failed. That's with me watching. So then I would be in this trade hoping that it goes up higher, which is not what I want to be doing. You don't want to be doing that inside a trade. So in this, I mean, my thought process is from where I entered, it'd be a full stop hit. Obviously, what if I can avoid that based off what I'm seeing in price, that makes sense. Because we're inside this gap way too long. Way too long. We're inside this 5 minute gap. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Almost an hour. We've been inside this gap way too long. Now, if it's an hourly chart, differently. We've been in an hourly fair value gap for an hour, it's different. This is a 5 minute gap. We've been in there for almost an hour. Gone nowhere. Now we do have the macro. We're in the macro time right now. So macro now, then looking for out of this range. I just don't want to sell. If I think it's gonna go higher, I don't even attempt that. Down here with out of that. Again, a 5 minute. Again, if I was looking for shorts, ideally that's what I want to see, and then probably down to this gap, maybe to that high, you could play the range. But I don't want to see lower prices. I'm not gonna play something that failure there, failure there. No point in taking a full stop. I waited for it to close. Obviously, it would have been better if I just close it there. It would have not a $25 loss. I don't know, minor win, but this would have been almost a full stop hit. I would be angry at myself that I did. We can say, okay, potentially it wants to come down to this one, but we ran through this gap, hit a bearish order block, ran through a weekly level, which was down here, completely overtook that. So yeah, we shall see. But I was looking for up here after retracement again. Was not looking for a buy up here. That was not ever gonna happen. But again, came down here. My original entry right there. It should have been there, so I bought. Traded down into the candle. I was okay with that. It lower and it came up and failed. So that's what got me out. Because what happens is most of the time I'd be in trades and I'm not looking at the other ones. If I'm not looking at the other ones, I can't tell how strong this is. And so when I saw it fail there, I'm looking at the other ones, looking at Dow, like showing no willingness to really go higher. That's bad for our trade. It would have been a full stop hit, however much that would have been. Full stop. And this was the original one that I wanted to see without this expansion. I want to see a little bit and then come down and then straight up higher. That's what I wanted. Based off of this swing. Swing. Small little gap that looks like hit that. But right now, this is not. I would have liked it earlier. It's kind of feel like session. Especially if I know the higher low forms between 10 to 12. Oh, that's why when we failed here, time stop price, I had target for. I mean, looking for shorts there, but personally, that'll trade down into this gap here. So what do we get here? My mind really wants to buy it now. See, show that. We took out lows, came down into an order block with a fair value gap. So some movement away, came down here, but expansion is going to be the better buy, not just buying it down there at the order block. I still think that this is the buy side liquidity pool up there, up here. But it should be targeting now. 8. So macro. Yeah, so way. So 15-minute gap. $15-minute gap with low resistance. Wait for expansion. If it's gonna do that, we can look for expansion, come back down. Target everything that we're targeting before. Gotta let it show that. Because I like especially if this can remain. So we can do this. I'll probably take one there. They can trade back down into that. Already on. Then if there's more I can add, it does that. So that might be what we need to take this out. We're gonna expand it. We just wait for retracement. Kind of gave that right away. Wasn't expecting that. Would have much rather gave some expansion and then did that. Not just right away because I had this out. And technically, let's very small risk. Try again. Here. Stop loss would be this case again. So do that. Wait for that. It's a better entry. That's what I would be waiting for. See if we can get that. Just trade down to a discount and then for that. I like this one, so I'll do 4. And if I lose, that's fine. This will be the last trade of the. Okay, so that's my trade idea here. After taking that out, see what we end up doing here. Back down to the order block. Booked. We trade down into a higher time frame. 15-minute gap. We've expanded away. Again, it's what I'm looking for anyways. Then we have this high up here. So we can reach up to this high. I'll take probably 2 off. Can do that. Trying to get a little bit of some upside movement. So I was trading down here. That's why I was okay with it and liked it. But again, doesn't mean this has to be a win. Just what I'm looking for, and it's an alignment, and I got a 15-minute fair value gap back down to OTE range I was looking at. I feel like it's a little bit better um entry, but again, could have got faked out. That's I like this a lot. I'm okay with it. I'm expecting us to trade up a little bit higher. It's off of, see if we may not even be able to get up there. It just clean all this stuff up. Probably take one if it can get up here. I'd probably take one. It's allowed to do that. What I want to look at. So if that's possible, I want to see us trade up to that, hit that sell limit, take partial there, then I can move my stop now. If it can show that, because right now Dow is showing like it wants to go up higher as well. ES looks like it wants to go higher, so I'm looking at it like that. That we've now taken out equal low sell stops into a higher time frame array. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I like this trade a lot better. Even if it loses, I like this one way better than the original one that I took. I mean, low key, honestly, depending on like where we're at and how much, low key may even take it all off there. That might be. See this start to expand some speed. Like this, what we got there, that's what I kind of want to see. The other ones look like they're starting to move now. So I'll to kind of see the same thing. I mean, I like this one. Like right now, we're inside of a macro, so I would expect us to start spooling. Spooling is moving, just consolidating. Very interesting to see. The macro we expect price to like during this time to start moving. So I waited for OTE for it to come back down to OTE. Once we saw this reaction and then we left this gap, I waited for it to do that. So now my expectation is that price should move because we're having Dow start screaming higher. We have ES screaming higher. This should start moving too, drawing up towards here. Now again, we can also have SMT where ES wants to trade higher and this doesn't trade higher and this is held. That can also be something here. That'd be unfortunate, but I can't do anything about that part, right? That's something that I have zero control over. As we get closer to like 12, I'm gonna have to like close it because I can't watch. Just so I know where 12 o'clock is. This is my trade idea. Really, their low key would be fine. So I have one here if it can trade up to there. So let's take this one off. Time element here. This needs to turn to 3. If it can even do it, you know, it may not be able to do it. Maybe the one that just doesn't go up higher. Out of the but I think this was a really good trade idea. I think this is a really good trade idea. I don't like what it's doing now, but I would have expected already to be close up to this high. Because we've had ES get to that high, we've had Dow get to that high, we traded down to a higher time frame gap, expanded away. I really like this one. Don't think it should be back down there. Just I don't think it should be back down there. But I actually really like this one, and this one gets stopped out. It'll probably be a full stop trade tomorrow at the PM session. But I like really compared to other ones that I've been in this morning, took out sell stops into a higher time frame. I would take this trade without fail. Not without fail and saying that the setup won't fail, saying it without like the way. I would have expected it to start moving more my direction. That's about it. Can't do nothing. I'm telling you, there's some days I'm like looking at the charts. I'm like, sometimes I just feel like there's days where like I just don't even know what I'm doing, and it'd be frustrating for real. I'd be looking at this. I'm like, okay, it should be doing this. Okay, it should be doing, and it's doing absolutely nothing. None of those things they're doing. And I'm like, bruh, what are we doing? Not like right now, but just in general. it'll take me out. Right now, I'm really thirsty. Very thirsty. It's like I don't like EA right now. I would have already expected to start running. Choppy. Come down to that gap one time, two times, three times. Like it should start moving. If it's gonna go higher, it should start moving. We've already traded into it three times, three different times. This is the last trade of the day. I'll close up shop. Take another. Other ones don't look very good right now. They ain't looking too good right now. They ain't looking too good. Like to me, this looks like a very like good in terms of like framework. Now, in terms of what's happening right now, this doesn't look like a good framework because it just keeps it's coming down here. This is one time, two times, three times, stop run four times. It's like this should already be moving, right? Which is nicht gut. Nicht gut yet. I'll be right back. Like I actually really need to get some water. Some water. I'm gonna keep this on. And hopefully I don't get stopped. I want to get back, but if I am, then stopped. Hopefully I don't get triggered. Because I will be upset. Yeah, so I'm not thinking that this one's going to win, but we'll just let it go. Right now, it's not doing anything I'd want to. Might have got like fake out here. Dang, I thought I muted it. My bad. But I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. I think that's what Drake said. So, Visa. Just kidding. I don't know how to speak German. My German, I'm like A2, okay? Or A1. Like A1 or something like that. So, my Deutsch is it's okay. This back and forth, though. I don't like this at all. Be moving. My time stop. If I don't get stopped out, like this is just like this is all consolidation right now. All of it. Every single bit of this. It's like I like what we did, trade down to a 5 minute gap or 15 minute gap, expand away, come up, have buy side above here. Even this just buy side, like even me just targeting this, but keeps coming back down to the gap, which I like Chief Keep don't like and I don't want to be a short seller. I feel like this is what it's trying to get you to do, short sell and then just jam it up against you. That's what it feels like internally, like what they're trying to do. But it's just consolidating. That entry. Just trust me, very hard. Like this is a long trade that we've done nothing in from entry. Entered here for 17, 18 minutes we've done nothing. Couldn't even trade up to this high, the lower high, the failure swing. Nisto. Else. It's on, so I can see this. Yeah, based on like where we are close to here, if it's nowhere even close to this, like then I'll just because like I can't watch it. Let's see here. Price when I came and what. Am I the only one that likes to chew on ice? I mean, I like to. Dow is Dow showing some strength right now. You got ES doing whatever. You got this doing whatever. Consolidating. Come on, brother, man. Like, let's show some strength now out of this consolidation. This is a stop run. Expansion. Consolidating here now. Let's start showing some movement now. Other ones are starting to do it too. You can do it. I promise. No, can't do it. The other ones can, but you can't. All the other ones are moving. What are we doing here? Don't tell me we're gonna be the one. Don't tell me we're gonna be in the one that doesn't do it. Out of all three of them, right? The one that doesn't take out any high. That's the one that we're gonna. I mean, other ones are. I mean, I'm on looking on the 15-minute chart. I mean, this is the 1 minute chart, so I'm also looking at time frame. But like, the other ones are moving. This one's just like, not today, fam. Maybe another day, bro. This low key might. I see. The thing is, like, I don't even know how much this is for real, for real. I mean, if we can just get to here low key, I'd be fine. That's a 4-1, the 3-1. What are we doing, broski? This is called consolidation, by the way. If you have never seen this before, that's exactly what this price action is called. It's called consolidation. And this is called a high resistant liquidity run. Why? Because this is low resistance, so it's one-sided. This is not low resistance because it's just in a range. The other ones are trading higher. Like, it's not even close. But we might be in the one that just doesn't do it. For me, I'd be happy if we can trade here. Happy. I mean, this makes no sense to me. Have to. I'd be happy if we can trade up to there. Because it's not even the high of the day. It's a rejection block on a higher time frame, as the other ones are trading up higher. Dow is screaming. Yes, it's trading higher. Nasdaq. Hold my beer. Hold my beer. That's what Nasdaq is saying. Sense. Like, the other ones took out the previous candle's high, which would be right here. This would be the previous candle's high. Nasdaq's like, nah, fam. Now, this is the difference about trading and other, like, normal jobs. Like, normal jobs, you get paid for your time. Here, I don't get paid for my time. I can sit here for 12 hours and make nothing. But I'll say high risk, high reward. You know, that's just kind of like the thing. High resistance trading, high resistance right through this whole thing. I'm gonna do this because this is I need to take something if it can give it to me. If this can even give it to me. So that's the previous, not even the previous candle's high. That's the candle's high that every other one is trading above, and this one's not. So once we can do that, then I'll change. mean, minimum it should hit up there. That should be a minimum target. Bro, no chance. I'm just waiting to confirm this. And then when it goes above this needs to like scream above this. Like it can't be peeking its head. It needs to like catch up. Like catch up. Bro, no shot. No shot. No shot, my bro. There we go. Okay, now I just want to see it start screaming up to this level. Like it should, this shouldn't have hard time getting up there. And we're not about to have it come back down. That's what we're doing right now. This should have no issue. It should be coming back down here. Expanded away. It's below these two down close candles. That's just what we're doing right now. The reason why I'm okay with why I took one off there and probably honestly should have taken another one off, but it's okay. Because even if the other ones take out the high and this one doesn't, this is the high before that. Like ES is almost at this high. This is struggling, and I don't know why the one that's strongest is struggling, but that's just a possibility there. I had to take one off that high. Struggling to get anywhere right. To see some expansion. Stalling. And even if it trades up to the 15-minute rejection block, it's my end, my exit is below that. It's been a long day. I can tell you that right now. And the crazy thing about it is just starting. It's just starting. It's already been a long day. But I went to go see a movie last night. It was actually kind of cool. Where was all this at, man? But yeah, this is the last trade. Like I am not. You know, I'm very happy I took some. Shirt was more than $25. Was, but yeah, to me like that's ridiculous. I put my stop loss below these two down close candles. That's where I put my stop loss. My thought process is that we'll take this out Now, if we can take this one out because it's just struggling right. That to me is just crazy. Again, the closer we get to 12 o'clock, the less likely I think that this is going to be panning out to take out this high. Then we're going to lunch hour. Get this mess, which is what I was not expecting at this point. The fact that we can't even get up to this rejection block is wild to me. But that's gonna be it. Stops me out. It stops me out. See how like much of a struggle this has been. I don't think that this even goes higher. But I paid myself. Wasn't that much, but it's something there. What about it? Bravo. Deep, deep. It's coming. Visa. This. Imagine if I didn't take anything off here. I'm telling you right now, I'd be hot right now. That's why I took something off there because I'm like, this is it's giving that type of price action where it's just going up above a high and then rejects comes down lower. It's going up above a high, rejection comes lower. Going up above a high, rejection comes lower. Going up above a high, like 9 DACA. This is it for today. Ain't doing nothing else. I got the inner circle soon. Shout out Billy. This has been a lot. It's been a lot. But I'm glad. I'm taking another one off up here if it can reach there. Just doing. This is going right here. Where it's at. Like this should have no problem getting. Reason why I'm taking partials because it's not doing. It's just it's it's doing too many deep retracements, so I'm okay with taking partials. Ideally, just want to let the rest run up to here if it's possible. And I put my stop loss here below this order block. And we'll see what we end up getting here. This has been a long day. Don't even want to see it because we have this order block here, this one over top, right below the middle. Looking for up there. This has been a and like you have those days at work, you're like, man, this was a long day. That's what this is right now for me. What it feels like. I'm also watching to see when ES takes out this high because ES looks like it will take out this high. Hopefully this is close near here or just does that. And if ES takes out that high wherever this one is, I will just fully close it. Really fighting with that. So, should be out soon. Brother. My stop is gonna be below this mitigation block here. That I want to see that trade up above that. Right there is my stop loss. What is this red line there? So I want to see us get up into this rejection block on the 15-minute chart. So I'm watching. Yes. It can trade up to its rejection block. Or it's high. Sorry. Long day, my boy. This is just to go. How many hand? It's not even really that. It's not that much handles though. 50 handles. Nasdaq, you do that in your sleep, my boy. I'm watching ES. Like I just want to see like one large candle just like that. One large candle. Because at some point I gotta go. I can't sit here. This has been a very long stream. What, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. Very long stream. Hey, bro. Do a new 15-minute candle opening right now. Come on, bro. Just smack that. There's no need, man. What are you coming back down for? Also, the fact that ES has not taken out its high swing high right there, blowing my mind right now. It's right there. Imagine price being right here. That's what ES is doing. It's flirting with that high. So I don't expect this one to take out the high just because it's struggling so much. So I'm trying to take something off when it does that. Okay. Took one off there. We just let the rest run. Okay, cool. Now we can just low key just turn this John off. Don't even matter. Well, it does matter. Because I think if I get stopped out here, I don't know if this turns off, but that's fine. So that's gonna be the end of this stream because we ain't gonna sit here and watch this. I don't know if it's gonna go up there or not. I'm okay with letting the last one run. Low key, we went down 25 to up 200. Like we chilling right now, right? We went down 25, now we up 200. Like we'll take that every single day. We'll take that. So obviously the goal was looking for 1% a day. I ain't squeezing out 1% in this. 9 Donka. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for today. I do think it could probably still go up here. Ultimately still there, but I'm looking for the rejection block. Hopefully it can just hit that. Because euro trading ripping right now. ES is taking out its high and Dow is almost taking out its high. So I'm not expecting it to trade up. I mean, I do expect it to trade up to here, but this one to me, since it's been struggling so much, I'm just having it at the rejection block. So we'll see what we end up getting there. So take a picture here and hopefully not too busy where I can take a picture there. But that is the end of today's stream because man, this has been a long one. But I appreciate everyone who's stopped by and everyone who came in and say what's up. But I'll be streaming tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't look like I'm scanning into Walmart, but if it does, then that's what happens, I guess. So again, appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys on. Hey, we might get a little pop here. Like a little pop up there. It don't even matter. All right, so we ain't doing this. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you guys have a great day, and you can always hit me up on Instagram. You guys there, peace out.